All right, so we're going to talk about finding the area of a triangle, find the area of a trapezoid today. So a triangle is half a rectangle, because if I split this rectangle in half, I've got 1, 2 triangles, right? Okay, what's the area of a triangle again? I mean a rectangle. How do I find the area of a rectangle? Area equals length times width, or area equals base times height. Because I cut my rectangle in half to get a triangle, I make it a half. So that's the formula for a triangle. You can also write it as the area of a triangle equals base times height divided by 2, because it means the same thing. Whichever one makes you happier at the end of the day. Okay? I typically stick with this one because that's what I was taught and that's just what I have memorized in my head. So we've got a practice problem right here. Notice we still have our 3 steps. Formula, plug it in, solve it. So we're going to write our formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Remind me again, how do I write 1/2 as a decimal? 0.5. 5/10. Right? That's how we write half. So I can plug in my values now. Area equals 1/2. How long is this? What's my base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then how tall is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I put in my calculator 1/2 times 5 times 7, what do I get? $17 5/10 units squared. Don't forget that squared piece. So nothing too crazy different, right? The only thing we have different is the half. Yes, sir.
Why did they get it squared?
Because these are little units. We don't know what they are. We don't know if they're inches or yards or what they're talking about. All right, so triangle number 2. My area equals 1/2 base times height. Plug it in. Area equals 1/2. What's the base?
14.
14. What's the height? 16. So if I put that in my calculator, what do I get? Did you divide it by 2 or multiply it by 1/2? Don't forget to multiply it by 1/2. Huh? 212 inches squared. You cannot forget the half. If you don't do the half, then you don't get it right. Wait, 212. Is that right? 112. My bad. I was about to say that's not right. 112. All right. So I said these 2 formulas are the same. So we're going to try and see what it looks like here. So because you may like to use this way. So area equals base times height divided by 2. What's my base for this triangle?
3 5/10.
3 5/10. Beautiful language there. What's the height? 2 divided by 2. I really, if I set it up this way, if I set it up this way, I don't even really have to do the math, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I should get 3 5/10 meters squared. But double check me, make sure. Multiply first and then divide by 2. What do you get? Did you get 3.5? Did I get 3.5? We did it right then. Yay, right? Okay, so that's a triangle. Nothing too crazy, right? If you have the formula, all you have to do is plug it in and solve for it, right? Right? Okay. So now we're going to look at trapezoids. Trapezoids are just triangles and squares put together, or triangles and rectangles put together. So a trapezoid is one or two triangles and a rectangle. For example, if I split that trapezoid up, a trapezoid has one set of parallel lines right here. It's kind of like a triangle with its head cut off is what it looks like. All right? You've got two triangles and one rectangle, right? Okay. The formula is area equals 1/2 H times B1 plus B2. You're not going to get this formula on the milestones. You're going to have to memorize this. 1/2 H parentheses B1 plus B2 in parentheses. You're going to have to memorize this. B1 represents the top base. B2 represents the bottom base. And H represents the height. What I mean by that, this is the top base. That's B1. This is B2, the bottom base. Okay? It looks like a really scary formula, but I promise you all you have to do is plug it in the formula and you're good.
Is that E-U-T? Or is that N? The last two letters.
HT. Alright, so if I have trapezoid 1 and I'm trying to find the formula, the area for a trapezoid, I'm going to use this formula. I'm going to write the formula, plug it in, and solve. So my formula equals, say it with me, 1/2 H times B1 plus B2. That's the only way you're going to memorize it, if you say it with you. Okay? So I'm going to plug it in. 1/2 times H. What's my H going to be? What's the height going to be? 6, right? Your dotted line is always your height. So 6. What's base 1? 8. What's base 2? 16. According to order of operations, what do I do first? Parentheses. So 8 plus 16 is 24. All right, what's 6 times 24? Okay. Times 1/2. Or divided by 2, whichever one. What do we get? 72 centimeters squared. We're going to do the same thing for trapezoid 2. Okay, so write the formula and then plug in your numbers. Write your formula. What's our formula? A equals 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2. Plug in my numbers. 1/2. What's my H? What's the height going to be?
8.
8. What's base 1 going to be?
10.
Plus 13. What do I do first? Parentheses. So 10 plus 13 is 23. So 1/2 times 8 times 23 gives me what? Put it in your calculator. What does it give you? Ninety-two, 92 inches squared. Right, in just a minute, I'm going to have you do this one on your own. I want you to turn to this page right here. This is the homework sheet for tonight, but you may have plenty of time to finish it. I want you to go ahead and write the formulas up the top of the page. So a triangle, what's the area of a triangle? What's the formula for it? Very good. For a trapezoid, equals 1/2 h Okay, so now that you have that information, you're able to solve those. Okay, you only have 6 problems for homework tonight. So I want you to, I'm going to come around and check this one. I want you to do this one first, and then you can start on your homework, and you should be good to go. Okay?